And welcome. I am Kawtar
Hey,
and I am
and
joined
I'm
by.
Ali Aburida. I was a former student at Akhawayn University, graduated in summer 2018.
And I am a currently enrolled student graduating this summer. And we hope that you're doing well and that you're staying safe and sane in these circumstances. Ali and I are
Yeah,
here today to walk you through the campus we lived in for the past, not for
we're
the past,
very excited.
yeah, for 5 years total. And we can't wait to show you it's this beautiful place because it's just a beautiful place. So we're starting our tour in the main entrance of AUI. Do you know how AUI came to be, Adi?
Yeah, I do have an idea, but I'd love to hear it from you.
Oh, well, AUI is kind of the realization of His Majesty the King Hassan II's vision of like a different university that would
Mhm.
just train and form the Moroccan leaders of tomorrow. So it opened its doors in January 16, 1995, and it is the only non-American university in Africa to be accredited by the Nietzsche accreditation, which is one of the most prestigious accreditations in the world. And do you know what that means, though?
Yeah, can you please explain that more?
Because, yeah, basically what it means is that as a university, we are we offer a program and a
Hmm.
curriculum that is exactly the same as the one you would get if you were in a American university with an American system. So it's just about the quality and the type of curricula that we offer.
So it's basically the same type of quality that we would find in an American university.
Yes,
Okay.
totally. Which very much makes it easier for you to transition to the US for a transfer or an exchange
Mm.
or maybe a different degree. So it really is a way to open up yourself to the world.
Sounds very good to me.
It does.
All right, so this is our campus. Our first stop is the restaurant.
Yeah.
We have a pizzeria, a burger place, a Moroccan, Mediterranean, and international cuisine. My personal favorite, honestly, was the international restaurant. I loved the variety of food they offer, and I loved going there every day. What was your
Yeah.
favorite?
My favorite was the pizzeria, totally. It was the one place where the food felt like it was done with love. You know, you would just
Yeah,
go there super hungry, and then Tariq would make you a pizza, and you would just, feel great.
and the pizza was cheap there. So
It really was.
yeah,
Food around campus is relatively cheap, really.
yeah, cheap and delicious.
Okay, moving on to the cafeteria. Cafeteria is basically like a cafe, but it's also like
Mhm.
a hub where you would meet up with your friends and before class, after class, before going anywhere else. It's a very
Yeah.
strategic point on campus. And once you become an AUIer, you'll kind of make sense of how it really is the center of all your
Mm.
movements.
Yeah, that's true. Then we have our campus store. Here you can get your daily groceries, your school supplies, and mostly what you should know about the campus store is you will be given at the beginning of your studies, you'll be given a cash wallet because our campus is cashless. So this cash wallet you use to pay for anything on campus, whether at the restaurant, cafeteria, or even the campus store. And it's also an identification card. So you keep it at all times with you. Maybe if you leave campus and you're coming back, you'll need to show it to security just so that they know you are a student at the university.
Yeah, we're very diligent with who has access to our beautiful campus.
Yeah.
Right in front of our campus store is our event room. So it's a place where we hold many of our events, be them, gatherings, talks, conferences, sometimes
Yeah.
even performances and different types of events, cultural ones, etc.
Yeah.
If you
Also,
become an AUIer, you'll probably use it if you're a club
mm,
member for some type of event you're organizing.
definitely. And next we have our AUI mosque. This beautiful mosque, as you can see, was inspired by Al Qutubiyya in Marrakesh. The mosque minaret is a small scale replica of Al Qutubiyya in Marrakesh. The mosque is led and managed by an imam who leads daily prayers, holds other rituals on special religious occasions. He can also offer advice on religious matters. He is accompanied by Reverend Karen Smith, a lovely lady. Everybody loves her.
Everybody loves
She,
Karen.
yeah, she is the university chaplain. The Imam and Ms. Karen Smith will both participate in interfaith dialogues hosted by the university or by student-led organizations such as the Interfaith Club. And this is just to promote and foster a culture of tolerance and peace on campus, which is a distinct quality of
Of
the AUI
AUI
community.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know, it always feels so different when you're in campus from when you're
that's so true.
anywhere else in Morocco. You feel so much,
Yeah,
you feel like you have space to be yourself. You
yeah,
feel like
yeah,
people are
definitely.
tolerant around you. You feel like you're safe, and seen at the same time.
Yeah,
And it's such a distinct feature of our beautiful campus.
that's true.
Right next to our mosque is one of the most beautiful and amazing buildings that we have on campus, which is the Mohammed VI Library.
I love
Um,
the library.
yeah, it is such an amazing place, and you're totally gonna agree as soon as you see it from the inside. It is a library that spans over 3 floors. It counts
Hmm.
over 300,000 volumes of books, over 200,000 ebooks, and so many different databases for all the research you might be doing for classes and stuff. And it also has a lot of spaces for silent rooms to work in, and then speaking rooms for group work, and a lot of different spaces where you can just unwind. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I
such a
used to
peaceful
love,
place.
yeah, it is. I used to love coming here in the early morning and I'll sit down like with my books and I'll go to the third floor next to that big window and just sit, look at this
Yeah.
beautiful campus. And like, it doesn't feel like I have homework to do or anything because it's just, the whole process of just sitting there and focusing on my work, it was very pleasant. So it did not feel like work at all. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, and it's also the place where you can admire Gandhi's bust that has
Yeah, we
been
have that.
offered to us by the
Ah,
Indian government in 2001. It is such a, I mean, it is believed that touching Gandhi's bust before an exam makes you ace it, but that's just what I heard. I don't
really?
know.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe I should have touched it more then
you.
because I could have gotten an A plus.
Yeah, totally. Sometimes I do that for good luck.
uh,
Yeah. Right next to our beautiful library
what do
is
we
our
have?
campus, our bookstore,
Bookstore.
I
Yeah.
believe. That's where we're going
So
next. Right
the
there.
yeah, the bookstore is where you get your books at the beginning of every semester. And it's worth mentioning that the university has a vision to move towards ebooks in the future. So year after year, we might be having less actual textbook and more ebooks just to be environmentally friendly.
Yeah, but that's good for,
It is.
the planet. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good news. Right behind our beautiful library and bookstore is the student activities office, which is
Yay!
the funnest office
Yeah.
on AUI campus because it is the
Uh,
one place where you can, go in and just ask for whatever it is that you are interested in, no matter what your passion is, no matter what type of interests and hobbies you have, you will find
hmm,
the shoe that fits. So if you're
that's true.
into, astronomy, astrology, languages, drama, guitar, music, cultures, Japanese, Spanish, debate. I can't.
I was
What
afraid you're gonna
more?
forget the drama club there.
I'm not gonna forget the drama club. I know that
The
at
most
drama club
important
was
club.
the best. was your favorite
I'm
club?
telling you, it's the club you want to join when you come to
It,
AUI.
it totally is because it gives you, along with, to be honest, many of other clubs, such
That's true.
amazing soft skills for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
personal lives
And that's
afterwards.
that's also what makes a distinction between AUI student and a non-AUI student. It's that we have the opportunity to do something other than just studies, and that
Yeah,
leads to a well-rounded person.
exactly.
Yeah,
It gives you some real life skills,
and yeah, it does.
or on the ground skills that you wouldn't have if you didn't have a campus life and a
Yeah,
real para academic
yeah.
life.
And you
Um,
never know when you can use them. Sometimes you'll be doing something, be like, wow, that's a skill I've learned by being part of by not just studying, but also by actually engaging in extracurricular activities.
yeah, and as you can see on that list there, we have something over 30 different active clubs on campus.
Mm.
And you also even have the option of
Starting
founding
your
a
own.
club.
Yeah,
Yeah, starting your own club if you're interested in something different. So that just goes back to why the student activities office is the funnest office.
that's true. Then we have a cafeteria, a second cafeteria, and a student lounge. And this is just another place for you to grab a coffee, chat with friends, and just relax.
Yeah. And then right next to it is the wisdom
The
tree.
wisdom tree.
So the
Can you talk
wisdom
about the
tree,
wisdom tree?
it's just this emblematic tree that we can sit under that just has this, peaceful energy. It's such a great
Yeah.
place to sit if you want to read
Have
or,
you
look up your notes
have you ever had
before.
classes there?
I did.
It's
It's
nice,
a
eh?
very nice experience,
Yeah.
especially when the weather is nice and
Mm.
the day is gonna be good when the professor
Yeah.
says we're taking our class outside.
Yes.
So that's also one of the great ways in which being on our
That's
campus
true.
is such a nice experience.
Next, we have the fitness center. I think it opened. Was it 2 years ago? It was, yeah, 2 years ago or
Yeah,
3 years ago. So
a little more, 3 years.
yeah, but it's still new. We have a fitness room where fitness classes are held, such as Zumba or yoga class every Tuesday, one of my favorite classes. We also have a gym downstairs, fully equipped gym. So if you're relatively interested in fitness or you're a fitness guru, you can always use the gym to keep a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and in the building next door is our Olympic heated pool, which
I
is just
love
the
the
greatest
pool.
amenity on campus
Yeah, it
because
is.
Ifrane is a pretty cold weather city most
Mm,
of the year, and it's
that's
so
true.
nice to be able to go to a heated pool, and even the architecture and the way it looks is
Yeah,
just so nice and calming, and it's such a
and it's
beautiful place
it,
to unwind.
it's nice that you can swim and there is snow outside, and it's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
very,
truly,
very nice.
yeah, it's an
Yeah,
experience you're not gonna get anywhere else for
that's
sure.
true. I used to love after every break we had, whether winter break, spring break. I'll come back. The first thing I'll do is hit the
Go
the
to
swimming pool because it was
the pool.
just relaxing. Like, and after 1 hour of swimming, you leave. You feel so much energy, and you feel like you're ready to
Yeah,
start
you
the
feel
semester.
ready. Yeah, you feel ready to just,
Yeah,
kickstart your work or your semester or whatever it is you need like a little,
yeah,
freshen up for.
yeah,
Right next to our pool is our gymnasium. They're actually in the same building. That's where
yeah.
we hold our graduation ceremonies, and that's where we have our handball, volleyball, basketball, and futsal courts. Right in front of it is our soccer field and football field, also, or rugby field when needed. Then, right in front of them, or right next to them, is our tennis courts. Are our tennis
All
courts.
right. So now we move to the serious part of this tour, the academic area. We
Yes,
have
sir.
three schools on campus. The first one is the School of Business Administration, which has been accredited by the EPAS, making the program the only EPAS accredited business administration program in Africa. In this school, you'll find so many programs such as entrepreneurship, management, marketing, finance, economics, and many, many more. And as a
Ex-
communication student,
Yeah.
we have more, yeah?
Yeah. There is a little
Yeah.
more, especially with the minors available as
Exactly.
well.
That was what I was gonna say. As a communication student, I did minor in business administration, giving me the option to learn so much about all these business fields, which I was really interested in, especially marketing. I believe you're also minoring in business,
Yes,
no?
I'm just like
Yeah.
you, a communication student, minoring in business administration. And I'm very happy to be the one introducing our beautiful school. Um, our tour, however, is reluctant to.
Before maybe before we move to SHSS, I can just mention the opportunities that our SPA students go with after
Yes,
graduation,
yeah,
because there are so many fields that our graduates land jobs in, such as some of them they become automobile country managers, bank CEOs. Some of them they go on and start their own businesses. So it's a whole spectrum of opportunities that students from SPA have.
and I think the biggest number of students in our student
Yeah,
body
yeah,
is
yeah.
SBA.
SBA.
So
Yeah, that's true.
there's a lot happening there for sure.
Yeah. What's our
Um,
second school?
Our second school is our school, Ali, the School of Humanities and
SHSS.
Social Sciences, SHSS. It's the school where you would study if you want to major in international studies, if you want to major in communication studies, human resources development, and humanities related majors of the kind. And it is a school where every single AUI student is gonna end up taking some class at some point. Our programs are supervised by and reviewed by peer institutions in the US. And the different type of classes that we end up taking there as AUI students are classes like sociology,
Mm,
psychology, anthropology, public speaking, and
yeah.
others that I can't think of because it's been a while.
Ph-
But
Photography, filmmaking,
yeah,
so many classes.
the way the
And you,
curriculum works at AUI is that all of us have to take certain classes
yeah.
in order to kind of expand our knowledge in very different fields, and
Mhm.
that's how we all end up doing some time
Yeah.
or all of your time if you're like Ali and me at the SHSS school.
SHSA. Funny story. I joined AUI as an SBA student, and after
Ah,
my first semester, I don't think at that time I knew it was SHSS. So I was walking through the building because it's a shortcut between one side of
yeah,
campus and the other, and there was this photography exhibition. And I was on a hurry, but when I saw it, I just paused because it was beautifully set up. Those beautifully taken photographs, and there was this feeling to it. I felt like I was right at home. And
right.
after that, I went and I looked at the programs and I switched to communication because I wanted to feel at home, and it was the best decision I made.
That is such a beautiful story, Ali.
Thank you. But that's what's
I
great
was,
about the program. It offers you that chance to see what you're really
yeah,
interested in,
yeah.
and go with
I
that.
myself switched majors to communication.
Did
Uh,
you?
yeah, I was a business administration student as well, and yeah, you're totally right. It's about having time and freedom to kind of
Yeah,
figure out what you really want to do because it's really
yeah,
hard to know who you are and what you want to do with your life when you're 18 or 17 and have it all figured
definitely.
out.
Yeah.
But if you do, and that thing is engineering or sciences, go to our SSE school.
Yes, our SSE school is as strong as any of our other schools. In fact, it is accredited by the ABET, which stands for Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. Here you'll find fields related to mathematics, engineering, basic science. Majors you can go with are computer science, engineering. Some of our students, when they graduate, they pursue careers in different science fields. They become IT directors, experts of big companies like Microsoft, Google, IBM. They become IT project managers, and some of them they go on and start career paths in sustainable development areas and renewable energy fields. And I have friend of mine who she was very passionate about renewable energy. She did her thesis in the field, and now she's working on her master's in the United States in the field.
Oh,
So yeah, it's such a the
yeah, and we
programs
hear
are
so
very,
many
very
different
strong.
success stories like these, you know, because
Yeah,
I feel like
and
really AUI is very effective at being a stepping stone
definitely,
towards whatever it
definitely.
is that you want to do later
Yeah.
with your life.
And I just want to mention here that 70% of our faculty are permanent, and they're
Yeah.
ready to help students and advise them during their office hours. So every professor at the beginning of every semester, they'll share their office hours, and students can go there and ask for their support.
Yeah, our campus also offers three computer labs, so you can choose which space you know is most comfortable to for you to work in. We
Yeah.
also have you know within that vision of being supported and you know in supported during your time at AUI, especially when you're a freshman or a first year student. We have our first year experience floor where all our newcomers can go and get, you know, all the support that they need
Mm.
and the help that they need in order to adjust to life on campus. And that's just, you know, a very helpful uh, service because we're all
Mm.
confused when we go to college our first year, especially our first semester. So it's so
Oh,
great
for
that we
sure.
have this space. Yeah, totally. So it's really
Yeah.
great that we have this space where we can just, you know, head there and it's okay to not know anything
Yeah.
and they're
You're
totally
almost
there to help
scared.
you.
Yeah, you come scared, you don't know a lot of things, you don't know how you're going to adjust to college. So it's nice to have that type of support. Talking
Yeah.
about support, on the same floor, we have the CLE, Center for Learning Excellence, which works hand in hand with the first year experience. And in this center, you'll be able to find tutoring services and mentoring services. And what these services basically are is just another way to support you during your career at AUI. Our tutors and mentors are certified, which makes them experts and providing you with information and classes that you're struggling with, or if you don't know what major you want to go with or what courses you should be selecting every semester, what your study plan is for your 4 year study at AUI. Our mentors and tutors are more than happy to help. And I was a mentor myself, and then doing the job helped me become a better student.
Yeah. And another type of support that our university offers is our counseling services. So it is really, really great to have a place to talk about how you feel about everything you're going through. You know,
Yeah.
being a college student is a stressful time. Being away from your home can be a stressful time. Being alive can be a stressful time.
Especially
It's
now at these times.
exactly. So it's really great that we, you know,
True.
have that the ability to go to professionals and people who are really there just to listen and help you,
Yeah.
you know, deal with all these things a little better. And that too totally makes you, you know, a better student and a more
Yeah,
balanced one. Because sometimes it gets intense.
that's true. And next on our campus tour is the Office of International Programs, which offers partnerships with over 14 universities all over the world. And this is
I
such a
think you mean
popular.
400 universities.
Oh, sorry,
We have
400. Yeah.
many more than
Did I say
that.
40? No, 400. Yeah, so, and these, you can find these universities in countries such as the United States, South Korea, China, Pakistan,
All the
and
cool countries.
all the cool countries. And this is such a popular thing for students to do. So don't hesitate to include that in your
Study
studies plan
programs
at a,
and
yes, yeah, and
degree
give it a
plan.
try. Degree
Yeah.
plan, yes. um, yeah,
Now we're moving on to the other side of our campus with one of our really emblematic, I might say, buildings in AUI, which is Building 17, the
I
amphitheater.
love it. Building 17.
It is where our big events are held. It can house, it can sit over 600 people. And it also offers a recording room upstairs, a piano room downstairs to chill with your friends, or write your music, or really whatever it is you're comfortable with. And if you're into any kind of performance arts with a club, or really just by yourself, you're probably going to
Mm.
spend a lot of time on building 17. It's
Uh,
such a, I don't know, I feel like certain
it's
places on
a
our campus just have a vibe to them, like a certain
yeah.
feel to them.
And like
It's
it's
very
so interesting that you find all of these things in one campus. So if there is no reason not to go with your interests, because whatever you're interested in, you'll find on campus.
Yeah, totally. And that's
Yeah,
that's such a great opportunity.
of course, definitely.
Right behind our amphitheater is a bus shelter. It's one of the many bus shelters that we have on campus. We have traveling accommodation on and off campus, from and to campus, and then within campus. So it's nice if you happen to be living downtown, or if
Yeah.
you don't feel
If
like
you
walking
live out,
over the
yeah.
75 acres campus. You
It
can
can be a
take the
long
bus.
walk.
It can be. You have to
It can be,
time your
yeah.
walks, people. The campus is
Yeah.
big. um, right next, after our bus
What do we have?
shelter, I'm not really sure.
It's the information technology services, right?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Nice. You
And
have such a
security.
great memory. Yes.
So basically, what the ITS office helps you with is anything that's related to staying connected on campus. Then we
Right.
move into the residential area.
Well, let's also talk about our this little issue with our video, but residential area, go for it.
Yes. Do you know how many female dorms as opposed to male dorms we have on campus?
I don't actually.
All right.
Um,
So
aren't they
just
the
so that you
same?
know, no, the information will show now. There are more female dorms on campus, 12 of them, and then there are 9 male dorms on campus. And
Girl
basically, the student
power.
dormitories, yes, the student dormitories, they feature modern amenities and such as a heating system, cable television service, wired and wireless internet, common kitchens, laundry services. You also have that on campus. And it's all to make it more comfortable and cozy for students. You can choose either a single studio, double studio. You can choose a single accommodation or double, triple. So there are so many options.
Yeah. We also have a health center with doctors and nurses on call 24/7. So if you're dealing with any medical issues, if you're not feeling well, you don't have to worry
Hmm.
about going out of campus or finding a doctor in Ifrane or anything like that. There is a center right there for you to go to if you really need anything of
Hmm.
medical assistance at all. And that's very reassuring because I always think I'm sick. So it's nice to always, just be able
Yeah,
to drop by and be
and
like, please check I'm all right.
that's true. We also have an ATM and a post office if you'd like to send something to your family or receive something from them or just get some cash. So again, we do have all of these services on campus just for you to be
And
able
many,
to be
many
the best
more.
student you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And that is it for our campus
Yeah, this
tour.
concludes our tour. We hope to see you on site soon because it would be nice to be outside, and it would be even nicer to be on AUI campus if we
Yeah.
could.
All right, guys, we hope you
um,
enjoyed this tour and
yeah, thank you for
stay
joining
safe.
us,
Yeah, thank you.
and
And stay safe
goodbye to
and
you.
bye bye.